toil.
And cooked up a storm in our humble kitchen
Now we invite you on a gastronomical tour of KZN.
as we encounter the culinary genius of various chefs at our favorite restaurants in the province.
So join us on this journey as we traverse our beautiful province, right here on Love at First Bite.
Hello again and welcome to Love at First Bite.
Yes, we have a wonderfully interesting program lined up for you today.
Yes.
Not only are we cooking,
Yes.
we have a lovely guest. The best thing about this guest is that he's single. No, not for me, but for those people out there.
Okay. Yes, in fact, it is a lovely treat for us. One of my most favorite people in the whole world.
That's me. And the guest is also.
I said one.
Oh,
I said
okay.
one of my favorite people.
So before we carry on about the guest and introduce him, let's just go on with what we're cooking for today.
Well, we have a bit of a treat. We're doing a stir-fried calamari and we're going to serve it on a bed of linguine.
Sorry?
And then I'm going to be doing a chicken and prawn curry.
Yeah.
And of course our all-time favorite dessert, very simple, malva pudding.
So that's our lovely cooking for today. And I'd like to introduce our guest who is not really great in the kitchen, but is a wonderful eater and a very good friend of ours that we've been together for over 30 years. So please give a warm
Television welcome
Yes.
to Senzo and Tetwa.
There we
So
go.
Senzo, wow, welcome.
Hello.
Cool to have you.
Thank
Welcome
you.
to Love at First Bite.
Thank you for inviting me.
Hi, my man.
What'd you say?
Welcome. Good to see you.
Nice. Thanks for welcoming me into your kitchen.
Oh, you're welcome. So,
I know you're not really a lover of anything fishy, but we've got calamari,
All right.
we've got chicken and prawn curry,
Keep talking.
and malva pudding.
Yummy.
Malva
There we
pudding.
go, yes.
So one of the reasons that we decided to invite Senzo along today was that not only is Senzo such a popular Durban celebrity, a comedian, a stand-up comedian, a performer of note,
A radio DJ.
a radio DJ, but he's just launched a new perfume. And that's the reason I just thought if we invite him, he may say, hey, I just brought along a little sample for you.
Well, he did for me.
You did?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, you see, your sample is better than his. That's why I just kept it under wraps.
Ah, there you go.
Right,
All right.
we'll talk about the perfume and we'll get some nice news on Senzo and we'll learn a little bit about him. But before we do that, Senzo, you're going to help us now with our starter.
Okay.
All right, so our starter is calamari. You notice how the cook has left us here to do this, so we'll just go with the flow.
No problem.
All right, so this is calamari. And what we're going to do is we're going to stir fry it. So we just put it in. Oh, the boss is
No,
now,
go
yeah.
ahead. So, Senzo, you doing this?
No, well, we'll follow your instructions.
All right. So, right now, what we have are some beautiful calamari tubes.
Okay.
And we're going to have Senzo incubation season this with some pepper and some salt. We have some chili salt there as well.
Okay, so there you
maybe
go.
you
There's
just-
some pepper.
Right.
And
You've got
you
to
can,
put some muscle into that, Senzo.
Okay. All right. So,
How much must he put in?
Just as much as you'd like.
It's your taste.
well,
There we go.
let's take it down then.
There we go.
All right. Thank you very much. Look at me in the kitchen.
And okay, what are you trying to kill us here? All right. So you're enjoying yourself in the kitchen. I think she said salt. Did she say salt?
I said pepper and salt.
Oh, yeah, she said salt. There you go. So some salt. And salt. So you don't cook, I assume, right?
You know, I was raised in such a way that I was trained to eat. That is my specialty.
Yeah.
Cooking, not so great, but I can make one dish really well,
Yes.
Yeah.
and that is omelette.
Oh. I'd like to just inform you that omelette is not a dish.
What is it then?
It's just a serving that you'd serve with something else. So if I come to your home, don't say, and today our special dish is omelette.
Carry on with the salt. And then, you see, the trick with salt when you're putting it on is to just cover everything. in one layer of salt. Then you know that's enough.
There you go.
Okay, you are so good.
I know.
Where'd you learn this?
Very lightly seasoning with the salt.
Okay.
And then we have right here some Cajun spice. Now you know Cajun spice is lovely and peppery. Some chili, and it's got coriander. Very warm kind of spice, but gives the dish a lot of heat. So you're going to just sprinkle quite amply a teaspoon of that. I'm sorry about that confession.
1 teaspoon. Oh,
Yes,
you look
a
very
teaspoon,
nervous.
yeah,
You
just
don't-
go
you don't
for
need
it.
to be nervous. You just go for it and just free
Pretend
flow.
it's an omelette.
There might be a good chance I will have to eat what we are cooking. I'm not going to poison myself.
So about a teaspoon of that. Well done.
Yeah.
And then we have here some fish spice and Senzo. All right, go for
I'm
it.
just trying to get the measurement
Oh,
exact.
well done. And some fish spice. You could go with the same spoon.
Fish spice.
Yes.
Okay.
In the calamari, because calamari comes from the sea.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I thought it came like from cabbage or something.
Right.
You see
there
how
we
much
go.
I know about cooking now?
Yes. Hey, you do sharp one thing, huh?
Right, that's wonderful. And Senzo, a teaspoon of garlic. As we have stated before, seafood loves garlic.
Okay.
So a nice generous teaspoon of crushed garlic.
That's
We've just
fine.
roughly minced that. So
Is
stick it in.
the garlic not for like that couchy smell?
It is indeed. There we go.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Very good.
And then Senzo, we have here some coriander. This is ground dhania powder. We're just going to put half a teaspoon of that.
Oh.
I love having a guest here because what that does is that it gives me a chance to just relax.
Yes, but I do want
Oh,
you
me
to
and
put
my
the
big mouth.
heater
Yeah.
on.
Okay.
So I'm going to turn on the hot water.
Oh.
Give it a bit of a turn around with that.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, I've got the linguine.
Linguine. So you're just going to put about a quarter packet of the linguine into that pot. And I am going to turn on the stove. So,
Won't it burn, huh?
no, it won't. Wow, I really like this. I feel like I can just, oops. So, there we go. Just,
Is that enough?
yes. Just
Oh, that's the
let go.
water boiling.
Right. And yay, well done.
Keep
We're
going.
going to turn that off. And there we go. You're going to fill some water in there. Well
I like
done
the
there,
smell.
Senzo.
That's
Absolutely. Do you see it's already so garlicky and you can get the smell of the wonderful spice?
yes.
So you've learned something now.
I
So
have.
the next time we come to, we're going to get more than omelets, I think.
Yes, you definitely will.
Right. So into our pasta, if you remember convention, we're going to add some salt and we're going to put some butter in them. A
Okay.
teaspoon of salt.
Away.
I think
Please
I'm.
put the linguine away.
Thank you.
Thanks, and so now I'm like the big chef here.
Look
Alright.
how good I am.
That-
wow,
that
that's
looks
very
wonderful.
nicely what's the-
Seasoned.
Seasoned.
Season. And then we're going to add some oil into the pot.
I didn't put butter though.
It's okay.
Okay.
A nice drizzle of oil. The idea is just so the linguine doesn't stick, it becomes lovely and separate. Because you do find if you just put pasta into a pot and you don't put any fat into it, that is butter or oil, it just cooks into a mass and it becomes very difficult to separate. So for good pasta, you're going to put boiling water, some oil and some salt, and that's it. That's also an easy thing to do.
Hey, there we go.
Right,
So
we've
now you
got-
can impress your girlfriend.
There we
Pasta
go.
with linguine, whatever, and oil and what did she say?
And I remember
Okay.
and salt and salt.
So if we turn on the pan, then Senzo can get cracking. And in terms of frying the calamari, how's that?
Oh,
So you
well.
are just going to pan fry this, and we're turning on the heat here. A lovely heavy base non-stick pan, and there we go. Our pasta's on the go. I am just going to put some olive oil in here. Just a lovely little drizzle of olive oil. Okay, it's a stir fry, and of course our favorite ingredient in this kitchen
Yes.
is
I don't know.
butter.
Ah,
Right, so we're going to get some butter in here.
Very little because we already have some oil in there.
Yes.
Very
So
good.
there we go. Our butter's just going to do its thing. All right, so just to recap, into our calamari tubes, we've got some Cajun spice, we've got garlic, salt and pepper, some chili salt. Did you add the chili salt?
Not the chili salt. I
Right,
added.
let's just add a little of that because it gives you
Don't put
some
chili salt in
lovely
there. Cook it a bit.
upset.
Yeah.
Cajun spice, fish spice, and some coriander. And we've given it a bit of a toss. If you want to, you do this the night before, stick it into the fridge, and when your guests arrive, you're going to very quickly stir fry this. The idea and a reminder as well, when you stir frying calamari in particular,
Yeah.
you're going to do it very quickly on very high heat, because otherwise, if you cook it slowly and for too long, it becomes absolutely rubber bandy.
Okay.
Remember,
Yes.
rubber band rings.
Yes.
Right, so the
Right.
fry pan is ready.
Almost
There you go,
ready.
you go for it.
Almost ready.
Just pick them up.
So while we're waiting for it to heat, Senzo is a very accomplished stand-up comedian, and he performs with us on stage pretty often. So when did you start stand-up comedy?
Sure. I think I started doing stand-up comedy around 2006, 2007, around there.
Okay, but you were born in 2000. Okay, and
I was
then-
funny from birth.
So you enjoy stand-up? You enjoy comedy?
I enjoy it because there's a thrill that comes with entertaining people, as well as once you've got the crowd in your hands, then you also have an opportunity to read them and know what it is that they enjoy and they like, and then you can give them either more or less of that.
Exactly.
But yeah, there's always a big thrill with entertaining people and sharing funny stories.
So I know I'm your most favorite person that you like performing in with Dingalings, right? Yes. You're supposed to say yes.
No, I'm waiting for you to finish the sentence.
So who's your second most favorite?
I will tell you who my second most favorite, but what is that out there?
Thanks.
Hi, yes, my second favorite. Well, I'm still deliberating that.
Well done.
Okay.
Right, so let's go for it.
Right, just pick up one at a time and just place them. So there
Oh,
you
I thought I
go.
just-
Oh, I don't think you just want to dunk it all in and get a splash.
No, I'm learning as well. So
Right, there we go.
Does it always bubble up like
Woo,
Yes.
look at that.
Right, so there you go. Cooking on very high heat. We've got a really steady flame there. We've got a nice amount of fat in the pan. And we are I'm going to give you one of these tongs as well, special. So as Senzo places it in the pan, you can just separate them. So everybody has a fair share of heat on the pan.
You didn't know Kamsla was so bossy, did you?
I would not want to say anything further on that
Thank you.
statement.
But when you're going to be enjoying all of this and when you're making it at home as a treat for somebody, I think you're going to really appreciate all the bossing that I'm doing, right?
No, truly. In fact, I wouldn't even call it bossing.
Okay.
I find it really insulting. No, insulting that
okay.
someone would call you bossing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you.
shocked at the use of words.
Thank you.
So you notice that Senzo is very, very good at ducking issues.
Right. So there we go.
That's it.
It's already looking so good.
Yeah. Do we turn them?
Yes.
Oh, how?
With this lovely spoon
Oh,
here,
okay.
Senzo.
There you
I'll
go,
take
sir.
this from you.
Thank you so much. So I'll just.
Wow, yes, you can just remember to stir fry. You're just going to work them around the
That's
pan. Yes, so I get the calamari tubes from Paul's fishery, and he gets them all so beautifully clean for us, little tubes, or sometimes we have calamari rings, and then we deep fry them, or we crumb them, or do a stir fry with it.
Oh,
and,
okay.
So today it's just tubes because we're serving it on the linguine. So Kabeshan, have you checked your pasta?
I know, that's why I just built this so that I could check my pasta.
All right. So again, do you remember how we are checking the pasta?
No.
Yes, we're just going to double check that it's not over soft, but it is cooked. Almost, I think.
Yeah,
But
I
if
think
you're
it
not sure, you can just press it with your fingers.
It's hot.
Yeah. Just a
You
little
want to
piece
press it
that
with your
you-
fingers?
Hey, press with your fingers.
Right.
I already have a job.
Oh, okay.
Well done. That really smells good, doesn't it, Senzo?
I know, it's delightful.
Okay, wow. And then, of course, you get the smell of the butter and the olive oil. And, of course, we're not going to get rid of any of that fat. We're just going to put it onto that bed of linguine as well. And all of those juices from the calamari are going to seep into the linguine.
So why get into radio?
So, music as well as entertainment has always been a passion. And then, radio for me was like the next big thing because I grew up listening to radio a lot. And when the opportunity came, I was like, I didn't shy down.
Yeah.
Because it was also an opportunity to learn
Yes.
something new.
Yeah.
So when that came around, I hopped on board. I was partnered with another gentleman who's been on radio for a long time, by the name of Romeo Konko.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we together have a breakfast show that we do on Sunday mornings.
Wow, okay.
And this year will be our 3rd year
Are you
Wow.
serious?
presenting that show, yeah.
I thought you just been there for about a year or so.
Wow.
It
and,
feels
sorry,
like-
Sorry to interrupt you. I do know that when you get the breakfast slot, that's quite a prestigious slot on radio. And, you know, I think they reserve the best for the breakfast.
Stop it, you. But thank you for saying that.
Yeah, but you got the face for radio. So
As you can see, Kabeshan is a comedian as well, Senzo.
Well, you know, when you say face for radio, I must also add that our breakfast show that we do present on a Sunday morning is also an award-winning breakfast show.
Oh,
okay.
my word.
Yes, so
So there
maybe
you go. So that just ties in with what I've said. I'm just going to turn this off because, as we said, we don't want to overcook the calamari. 5 minutes tops.
So
I
how do
think.
you know that calamari is ready?
Well, it's all firm, it's shrunk, and if you leave it
Okay.
any longer, then it's going to start to
I
get
think
all
this
rubbery.
is also done.
Is it? So you want to pinch that a little bit just so that.
yeah,
you
go
know
ahead and
it's
pinch
ready?
it.
Is that soft enough?
Yeah, I'm pinching.
All right, so that's all ready and done, and I think a minute more
For
on the
that, yeah.
pasta, and then we're just going to throw that into a pan, and we're just going to scoop all of this out onto this bed of linguine,
Okay.
so that the juices
So while
just
we're waiting
seep
for
in.
this
Okay.
to develop, we'll just chat a little bit more to Senzo. So you've done, let's see, comedy. You've been on in theatre. You've done shows with the Dingalings. You're now on radio, and you've done any other forms of entertainment. I know you sing.
I do.
Yeah,
That's
that's sing. You want to try a song?
yeah, what would you like to hear?
No, you know you and your songs. Just some funeral songs.
Yeah, so you know, I enjoy singing Carnatic songs, Tamil songs, Tamil film songs.
So where did you get these Tamil songs and the love for Carnatic music from?
So my dad was quite a cultural person, being involved with the Dravida Society
Okay.
of South Africa, and you know, on a Sunday morning we would go for Sunday service.
Okay.
That was quite a
know.
story. You know, you're
Yeah,
getting up
get
so
up.
early, and then from there also, you know, attending tabla lessons, tabla classes. You know, so I just
developed and grew from there.
yeah, and then once you develop that love for it, then just continue with it. So I'm glad that it was introduced to me, and so
I took it from there.
took it from there.
So I've got the linguine on a
All
plate
plated,
here,
there we go.
and I am now just going to scoop up all of this.
Oh, the lovely gravy.
Lovely
Okay.
calamari. Right.
This is so beautiful because now I get to see how the gravy is
Yeah.
put
You
together.
can,
Right,
if
so
you
I'm-
want to, just stick your finger in and taste it.
Yeah, you're welcome to.
Don't
I'll
be
wait.
burnt, huh?
I'll wait. You know,
Yeah. Okay.
I don't wanna
Right.
eat from the pot. Then my wedding day will rain.
Okay.
So I'm just going to scoop this up a bit. Okay.
That's fine like that.
Wow. Okay,
There
you
we
want to
go.
get hold of that.
All right, let's see. Taste it from here.
So as you can
How's that?
see, I'm really just collecting every last bit of this delicious garlic.
Ooh, that is looking
Wow,
great.
that is wonderful. And we're just going to move that around a bit. And I have some basil in that little bottle next to you. And we are going to just garnish that with some basil.
Now, you see, when you garnish, you don't overdo it.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just don't listen.
I was looking so intently.
Yes. All right. So, and of course, if you have some fresh herbs and some chopped mint or basil, you're going to stick that in there. I'm just going to garnish
That's her favorite.
a lovely little.
Did you say chop mint or choc mint?
No, not chopped mint. And we can put that aside, and that's our starter all
And that's,
done.
ladies and gentlemen,